It's been 4 weeks. How do you feel? You've been better. Yeah. Let's just say that's understandable. But we've all been better. But what you went through down there, that was a rougher ordeal than most. Certainly, I imagine, rougher than anything I've ever experienced. I've never been to the front lines like you, never truly been underground. But how are you finding life back here? You acclimating yet? You taking up exercise, previous hobbies, anything like that? Okay. Still having a hard time focusing. Pointless. Well, I suppose something like what you went through would put a different perspective on things, but they're really, well, if we're gonna find any point, it would be to survive, get out on the other side of this, because I do believe there is light at the end of the tunnel. Excuse the phrase. Didn't want to put you back there. Down there. I do believe there's light. I do believe that we can overcome this. I do believe that we're making progress. Everything I'm hearing from our own soldiers and from camps, everything I'm hearing points to the fact that we're gaining ground, we're winning, and they're losing. Of course, the camp under our city, they do say it's especially large. You've been there, so you should know. I hate to bring it up. I know I'm not your commander, and this isn't really a debriefing. This is about your mental health. But I did read in your file that, well, it was a very intense rescue operation. Several of our men perished, were bitten, got sick, and died. Several rats too, but some of them escaped. Some of the ones that held you captive, they flickered away down the sewers. And you haven't been able to give us any clues as to where they might be. They sent teams down there after they rescued you to try and search everything out, but the place is like a labyrinth, like a maze. Impossible to get directions, find your bearings down there. Electronics don't work, magnets even. I don't know how they did that, but they truly do have control over that, and I just know it would be so helpful if there was anything at all you could tell us about the mazes down there, about the corridors, the tunnels, and where you were. Nothing. Is it? Are you sure you don't remember? Sure there's nothing, it's all black? Or is it that you are holding holding anything back? No, it's okay. It's safe. It's safe here. Okay, I promise. I promise you can talk to me. Okay? You're not gonna get in trouble. I'm sorry. I said I wasn't your commander. I'm not. This is about you. This is about getting you better. Okay. I can see on you that you're not well. Yeah. No, it doesn't really take a psychologist to see that. No offense. Yeah. But it's difficult getting back into your routines. Yeah. You get overwhelmed sometimes too. When there are too many other people talking over each other, not able to follow their conversations or feel like you have anything to contribute. It just gets too much for you. Okay. So what do you experience in those moments when things get too much? How does it feel inside? Racing heart? Sweating even? Okay. Do you have problems with your vision sometimes? Black spots or anything like that? Double vision? Okay. Okay. What do you do in those situations? Just go by yourself in your room for a bit. But what do you do to calm yourself down? Do you try and sleep or scream or punch the wall? Play a game, scroll on your phone. Eat. Okay. Well, I suppose it's better than cigarettes or any number of things you could be ingesting. But what? Cheese. You eat cheese. Sorry to be technical, but that's contraband. How would you even get that? We don't have any on the base, as far as I know. We do. The guards have a stockpile up north of things they raided from the rats. Okay. But how did you... I suppose it's not normal that GIs can just walk in and take that stuff, right? Snuck in, huh? Okay. Like I said, I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to get you in trouble. It's just... So what kind of cheese? Hard cheese, mostly. Parmigiano, Emmental. But you'd eat whatever you get your hands on. Now, what quantities are we talking? Okay. No, it's okay. Okay? It's okay. I am not here to make you feel bad. I'm sorry if I did. ashamed about. No, I understand after it's okay. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. I want to help you. I want to help you get better. Okay. I want to help you get better. Okay, so I think we should talk about that. Okay. When you're done eating, usually, let's go back. How often does this occur? Many times a week. Has this been ever since you came back, or is it something that you started recently? Okay. Only in the past 2.5 weeks. Okay. Okay. So after one of these eating sessions, how do you feel? Do you feel better mentally? Only while you're eating. Okay. And then it's just guilt and shame. Okay. But listen, those feelings, they don't bring anything productive with them. They won't heal you from the trauma that you experienced, the trauma that's causing this. Guilt and shame is not going to help you. You need to reclaim some control over your life and your reactions. And I do think you need to be, you should try to be more mindful in those exact moments where you feel overwhelmed, where you feel stressed, where you feel like the world is all too much and just pushing and pushing and pushing on all sides of your skull, trying to crush you, like the world's trying to crush you. I think when you have feelings like that, you need to take a step back and blink a few times, count to 10, anything like that. Take a few deep breaths and just say to yourself that it's okay, and it's okay to take a step back. It's okay to disengage if you need to. Okay. It's okay that at the moment you're not capable of being there for everyone else and, contributing like you used to, like maybe you expect of yourself. That's okay. All that's okay. Okay? All of that is okay, and you're okay. What you need is to take care of yourself. Okay? Oh. So you even fantasize about what it would be like to be back there with the rats. Have Have you ever talked to anyone about it? I mean, truly talked, besides the initial debriefing? No? Okay, let's talk about it. I think that would be healthy for you, actually. I think that would be good for you. How was it like down there? Try and close your eyes. It's okay. Okay, it's safe. You're here and you're with me. And you're up above. You're in our world. But I want you to try and close your eyes and think back on what it was like. Okay, so try and close your eyes and visualize it. And tell me what you're seeing. The sewers. Black darkness enveloping all. The smell of the plague. And the smell of the sewage coming from up above. The enemies. The sound of the trickling, dripping, rushing sound of water flowing along the canals and down there, dripping down from the sewage drains. Distant sound of the metro trains running along their tracks. Deserted, empty. The sounds of the rats' feet flickering over the floor, and their high-pitched squeals. And maybe over time you feel like you came to understand. And speak like that. And their body language, the swaying of their tails, baring of their teeth and tongues, the feeling of their thick black fur against your skin when you snuggled up to sleep. There wasn't enough space where you were pushed against them, clambering yourself to them for warmth. For warmth. It's been a cold winter. It's been a cold winter. And no sunlight. Just the few and far between rays falling down, the occasional drain. Is that why you eat cheese when you're overwhelmed? Because at some level, it takes you back to a place where, despite of everything, you felt comfort. You felt safe. No shame. No shame in that. Truly. I want to understand. I want to understand. I think it's good for you to understand where those feelings are coming from. And I fed you down there. Jeez. I fed you cheese that they didn't eat themselves because they wanted to keep you healthy. Gave you the best, and they made do with the remains, or starving, eating dust and insects, filing their teeth on the concrete floor. The distant sounds of battle, machine guns, tanks, and scurrying feet, rooting for them. And the feeling of helplessness, like you were never gonna get out, never gonna see the light of day again. But you did. You did. You came back. You were brought back. We brought you back. We brought you back. You've been able to walk free, see the sunrise, see the sunset every day if you wanted to. You've been free, you've been able to eat what but you'd rather be back. Not all the time, just some of the times, just in those dark moments. Are you thinking anything more concrete than just that feeling of wanting to be back? So, you do know something that you haven't told us yet. Because you don't want Mother to get hurt. And you're convinced if you told them, they would. Well, I'm not going to delude you by convincing you otherwise. I think that's probably true. But it doesn't absolve you from the responsibility of doing the right thing for your kind. For you're still one of us. The scars they inflicted on you, they don't have to define you. They shouldn't. They shouldn't. You should still be yourself. Well, it's true. We all change with time and our experiences. We all change. But not like this. Not like you do. No. Look, I could see in your eyes when you walked in here that you are not alright. But I can also see in your eyes right now that you want to be alright. You can find safety again. Still a possibility. And you have to believe in the cause. And fundamentally, you have to believe in humanity. We talked about mindfulness before when you're feeling overwhelmed. I want to stress that. You shouldn't be ashamed of your eating habits. Shame doesn't lead to anything, okay? But I would encourage you to try and change the directions of your thoughts, reroute them, maybe, to try to get some control back. Because what you're experiencing when you're eating cheese, you feel like you can't stop. It's not control, it's not true control. It may feel like control, and I understand that doing that is your way of getting control over your own life and doing something that you have the power over, but you don't control it. It controls you. I think it'd be good for you. I know you're not ready to start work or patrolling again, anything of that sort, but I do think you should take up a job maybe in the cafeteria, maybe as a chef, line chef, I don't know, or a server. I mean, they can always use help. Can still be productive, even if you're not out there fighting battles. And even if you do need a bit more time, then maybe find a hobby, something that can keep your body and mind occupied. Try and exercise more. Maybe try whittling, wood carving. Great way to keep both your hands busy and your mind busy. I know racing thoughts and nowhere to put them, and that doesn't lead to anything good. Okay. Well, time's nearly up, and now we both had to. We have other arrangements, but one last thing that I want to ask of you today is, when we're done here, I want you to go back to your room and find all the cheese that you've collected in the past weeks and days. And you probably hid it all sorts of clever places. And again, no judgment, no shame, doesn't lead to anything. I want you to find it, and I want you to throw it away. Put it in the bin. Put the bin in the container outside, okay? Get rid of it. I'm not going to send anyone over to your room to do it for you. No, this is a confidential space. Nothing you've said needs to leave this room, okay? But I want you to do that, not for my sake, but for your own, okay? You have to do it yourself. The desire to change must come from within. And you're not alone, okay? We are all here to help you. I'm here to help you. It's not a battle you're fighting on your own, okay? We're all with you, and I'm with you, and I want to take care of you. But first, you have to take